Magdalene's blog 09. There are many occasions for communal singing and dancing in the temple, but nothing is quite like the late summer festival. This is the timeless celebration of the harvest, and one of the two great rites of the temple when Adonis and Astarte are especially honoured. The autumn rite is about the death of Adonis, and the spring rite brings his rebirth. It is for these that the high priestess takes the name Astarte Bilal when she portrays the goddess, and the Adonis is chosen yearly from the young men of the city. Carmel and Sarita have been involved in the official dancing arrangements, whereas the sisters and I are free to wander around the ground, dressed in the dark red cloaks that declare us promised to the goddess, but not yet fully in her service. Great tents have been set up in the ground, and coloured streamers festooned everywhere, strung from pillar to post, and many rugs are spread inside these tents, where musicians have practised all the afternoon. Toward the end of this first day, huge pots of steaming food, fish, meat and vegetables, were prepared to join the baskets of many different breads, spread out on the makeshift tables to welcome the townspeople in, just as the sun sets over the western edge of the world. The day has been very calm, and there is hardly a cloud above to interrupt the pale evening sky that is spread from horizon to horizon. Caught in the magic of the moment, I walked away from all the tents towards the rim of the festive ground. The moon is half grown, sailing in the southern quarter, soft and beautiful. I moved back, slightly away from the bushes and trees, instinctively peering toward the western sky, knowing that when night came, Venus would be riding peerless amongst the stars. But the Queen of Heaven was already shining bright in the still pale blue sky. No other star would be visible for a good while, but there she is, with a magnificence that is all her own, displaying an unearthly beauty I could hardly fathom. Held in my reverie, I was caught by surprise to hear the voice behind me. "Look well, Magdalene." The high priestess Bilal had been watching me, and I had been unaware of her approach. She has the knack of being able to do that kind of thing. "See truly, and you are seeing the goddess herself. The sky is hers alone tonight." I knew she spoke the truth, for I could feel it in me, and wished to let the goddess in completely. Your studies will be starting in earnest soon, and her realm will open to you as it has for me. Come, join back with your companions, for there are other things you should observe this night as well. We went back to the tents where the feasting had nearly started, for the great and rich men and women of Antioch and around had come to pay their homage. The handmaidens of the goddess were arrayed in white festive gowns to meet and entertain these worthies, for the autumn rites had begun in earnest. I rejoined my friends, who asked me where I had been, scolding me for being a neophyte out alone amongst the bushes. Didn't I know the risk? Until a neophyte is accepted by the goddess, she must not have relations with a man, but remain a virgin. If she flaunts this rule, then she would lose her chance to become a priestess, even if it hadn't been by her choice that it happened. High Priestess Bilal had been vigilant on my behalf. Sometimes there are men driven to make rash attempts to ravage the unwary neophyte, and if caught at this in olden times, such creatures would be hunted and slain by the priestesses with their slim but deadly bows and arrows. Nowadays, the town guards are asked to pursue them and deal out Roman justice. The festivities went on late into the night on this, the first day of the rites. There was still a slightly formal order to the proceedings, and only the priestesses picked out by Bilal would lead their high-paying guests away into the night. Tomorrow it would be slightly different. But tonight we neophytes approaching acceptance were taken to special places in the outer wall, where we could view the intimate rites in play. The first time we have glimpsed how the goddess will work directly through us. I am fascinated but rather shocked, Though of course I know there is more to lovemaking and kissing and cuddling. No topic has been more discussed among us virgins, but I was not expecting to witness it quite yet. The time for our acceptance is coming soon.